Thank you very much, Ato Amara. Okay, it was a great honor and pleasure that I am going to introduce my next speaker. I'm not going to tell you any facts about Africa when I introduce her, because this woman is a walking, breathing Africa. Her name is Madame Hirut Befikadu. Madame Hirut has started working at the OAU since its inception, and she has served for 34 years. And even after she left, she has been working on issues around Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know about OAU, if you want to know about Africa and Africans, believe me, there is no better person to go to than Madame Hirut. Please help me in welcoming this magnificent, phenomenal woman.
Good evening. I was not ready for this. But knowing that I'm already 60 years old, leave the rest, okay? Stop counting. I would like to say thank you to the organizers, ambassadors, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is really an honor, a great honor, to be able to stand up before you and say happy birthday to Africa and happy birthday to me too. Thank you. You know, ladies and gentlemen, we have to realize that when the Economic Commission for Africa was established, Ethiopia was not really conscious of what are they saying, why are they here? And then, all of a sudden, 1963, African heads of states came to this beautiful country and said, you know what? I think we should have a united name, a united force. We go to the United Nations, we go to other conferences, and we are identified as single countries coming out of colonialism, coming out of French colonialism, British colonialism, Portuguese colonialism, etc., etc. And when Africa put together its force and got together in this beautiful country, of course we have to give the credit to His Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie, because he was really the father of Africa. Not only considering his age, but considering his future for Africa. And when he said, yes, Africans, come here. I'll give you space. I'll give you the buildings. I'll give you everything. I'll even give you my staff from my foreign office or the other offices you want. But be here. Feel free. I say free, the reason being, if anybody from a British colonial country, even though they've gained their independence, should be speaking out and saying, quote, unnecessary things about the ex-colonial masters, I hate calling them the masters, they feel, you know, this might not look good on my resume. But coming to Ethiopia, everybody felt free. Everybody. Believe me, some of the African leaders, of course, I'm one of the few who are still alive. Many African leaders have gone. But I feel so honored to have been there when Africa got together and said, yes, we are one, we are going to speak in one voice. And this happened at the United Nations, I promise you. When the African countries got together and when they wanted to pass a resolution on an African problem, they were a force to reckon with. I promise you this, the fact that Africa as one continent got up and started speaking as one, the world shook. Asia was not enough. Europe is not enough. Africans, once they gained their independence, they were a force to reckon with. Believe me. Some people say, oh, some countries are still under, the force of this and that Western country. Believe me, if any one country in Africa got up and said, hey, I am not going to stand with you, I'm not going to trade with you, I am not going to send my kids to school in your country, that European country and America will have to think twice. And ladies and gentlemen, I am not supposed to be making a speech, but since I'm an ex-information officer, press officer, etc., Tamara, do you remember? Yes. I kind of have a tendency to say a few words extra. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Africa Day. Organizers, thank you for organizing this thing. I personally am very honored to be here. Thank you.
The honor and the pleasure is all ours, Mama Hirut.